Canada is back. Doing what? Nobody knows. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. We all know that the Liberals campaigned on the promise of restoring our national honor by returning to the United Nations and their peacekeeping operations. But do we know what we're going to get ourselves into? No, not even after the announcement the Liberals made this week do we know exactly what Canadian troops will be doing. Let's face it, the Liberals have had a bad week of headlines. Headlines about overspending on limousines, airport lounge access, exorbitant food costs on the trip to Paris for the climate change talks. They needed to do something to change the channel. So they held a rather hastily called news conference to announce that we were back, that we'd made a decision on what to do when it comes to peacekeeping operations. There was Public Safety Minister Ralph Goodale, Marie-Claude Bibeau from CETA, there was Defense Minister Harjit Sajjan, and leading it all off, Global Affairs Minister Stéphane Dion.
The Peace and Stabilization Operation Program, PSOPs, renews with Canada's long peacekeeping tradition and at the same time is adapted to the realities of today.
So Canada will be committing troops, we will be committing police, 600 troops, $450 million over the next couple of years, and what are we going to do with it? We don't know. I'm not making it up. I'm not picking on the Liberals here. They actually have not committed to a mission. In addition to this being hastily called because they were dealing with bad headlines, the Liberals know that there's a looming meeting for countries that are participating in UN missions, and you only get to go if you're going to commit something. So they're committing without knowing what we're committing to. Defense Minister Sajjan saying, yeah, we will go on a mission, we just don't know where.
When we decide on a mission, it will be to enhance what is already happening. Wherever we do choose, we will be looking at the full spectrum from high intensity, from counterterrorism capacity building, all the way to development.
If that's what Canada is doing, committing to a mission that we don't know, that we have no clue on yet, we haven't picked, despite his tour of Africa, despite months of hand-wringing, then is this really about keeping the peace? Is this really about UN peacekeeping operations, or is it, like so many other Trudeau projects, all about vanity, all about photo ops? There's no other explanation for this. They could have waited. They could have chosen a project that fit with Canada's goals, fit with Canada's capabilities. They were very clear when they decided to pull out of Iraq with the fighter jets that they didn't think that was a part of our capabilities. And now we're committing police, we're committing engineering units from the military, medical units from the military, and troops without knowing what exactly they're getting themselves into. That didn't go very well in the 90s for Jean Chrétien. I doubt it's going to go very well here. But for the masses that are just basking in Trudeau's glory, they're probably not going to notice. And among those masses basking in Trudeau's glory remain much in the media. Many of the media party members who just won't question this. But this is truly bizarre. It shows that there's no real policy there. It shows that there's no real thought, that this is about feelings, this is about vanity, this is about the glory of the Liberal Party, and not about the poor, wretched souls that need Canada's help, that may need something more than a blue beret standing between two warring factions. We may need to go in and create peace before we can keep it. Is Canada ready for that? The Liberals paid some lip service, but given their lack of planning on where we're going and what we're committing to, don't expect them to be too sure about any of this going ahead in the future.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.